Welcome once again. In our previous video, we showed us how to create an account, a new account on the INEC portal. Okay, so in this video, we will be showing us the different things that can be done on the INEC portal. Okay, but first and foremost, we want to show us exactly how we can revalidate our information because that is the most important thing, to revalidate or to review your information. Okay, and this is for those who already have their data on the INEC portal. That is those who have already registered before, probably in 2011, okay, or other years before now. If you have ever registered for PVC and you have probably a temporary PVC or a permanent PVC, okay, either of them, that is a temporary card or a permanent card, either of them, you can revalidate your record, all right? Like we mentioned in the previous video, that it is necessary that you update especially your picture, because by 2023 the machine that will be used for the election, we need to capture your look. And if what you look like now is different from what you're looking like in 2011 or when you registered the last time, the machine will reject you. It will claim that you are not the person. So that is the essence of revalidating your PVC, okay, your voters registration details. All right, so in this video we'll just quickly go through that step. The first thing you want to do is to even find out whether INEC has your information. You click on review. That is why the first step you need to do on INEC's portal is to review your information. So you click on review information and then it will bring up this page for you. Now, the essence of this page is to help you know if your record is actually still on the INEC database. So you put in every information that is requested here, the state where you registered, not where you are, the state where you registered before, the local government where you registered before, your last name or your surname, the first name as it is on that voter's card. Please don't change any details, okay? The way you gave it to INEC when you're registering is the same way it should be in their portal. That is the same way you should supply it. If anything changes, even if it is just one letter, you substitute N for M, it will just assume that there is no such details on their portal. So you want to make sure it is exactly as it is. If it is Chekube before Nnamdi, it should be that way. Don't go and switch Nnamdi before Chekube because the record will flatter. Okay, so put in your first name, put in your date of birth. Now, this is where many of us will have an issue, especially those of us who have fabricated date of birth. Probably you're 29 and then when you are registering, you gave them 21. If what you supply to INEC before is 21, please make sure it is 21 that you put in here. If you put in your real date, it will change. It will not reflect your information. So make sure it is the same date of birth that you supplied when you're registering previously that you're putting in here. Now you put in the year of your birth. That is the most important thing. If you don't remember the month or the day, it's okay. That's why it's optional. But the year is what is important. And then you can also skip this if you don't remember it. But if you have your card, it will make the search very fast. Put in your polling unit, okay, your polling unit code. I'll show us that what it looks like. And then you can put in your voter's identification number if you remember it, or if you have the card with you, you can put all that. If you don't remember, you don't bother, it wouldn't matter. It will still bring out your information. Then your gender, of course, it is also optional, but you can fill that up because the more information you supply, the faster the computer will be able to, the database will be able to bring out your information. Then this is the most important of all. You're choosing this. It is not most important per se, but it is very important, okay? It will ask you if you're doing this process for yourself or whether you're doing it for someone else, okay? So I would recommend that you choose for yourself, all right? I've tried using for someone else severally and it gave an error per se. So you want to leave it at for yourself, all right? And you click on done. So what you want to do now is fill in all this information. All right, so luckily I found a voter who has not revalidated their record. So we're using their record for a sample. So we'll take the state where the person registered, which is Lagos. We'll take the local government. which is Oshodi Solo, and then we put in the person's son name first, followed by their name, okay, and then scroll further to the year of birth. In this case, it has to be accurate, please. In this case, it is only the year. I'll put just the year of the birth, and then scroll down to choose that I am doing this for myself, okay, and then we are done. Once you do that, we click on search for record, and then the person's record is out, okay. Now if you scroll further down, you see here it says voter review required. Voter review is required, meaning that the person has not revalidated a record. If you read information there, it reads that you are required to review your voter information first before you can carry out any other actions. You will be automatically redirected to the review process. Once completed, you can make requests and take other desired action. So right here, we want to start our review. We click on start review, and then on this pop-up page, we click on yes, and then it takes us to where the review is to begin. So this is the review page. Okay, scroll down. Already we have our information pre-filled. We scroll down to put in every details of our review. So here you put in your NIN detail if you have it. If you don't have it, just with the phone number with which you registered your NIN, dial this number and you would find your NIN details. So the NIN does not really seem to be required like every other information ticked with the red asterisk here. Okay, but it's encouraged. If you have it, just put it in. The level of education, you want to choose what's the highest level of education you have. In this person's case, the tertiary education. The next thing is the maiden name. If you are married, for instance, and you have changed your son name to your husband's son name, you would want to put in your own father's son name here, okay? If you have changed yours already, you have not changed yours, just forget about it. It's not compulsory. Do you have any disability? You have to choose. If you have disability, whether you're an albino, whether you have autism, whatever it is, if you don't have any, just choose none. And then you head over to the next. What is your country of birth? Okay, your country of birth in our case, of course, is Nigeria. What is the state of birth? Where you were born, okay? Where you are born, in this person's case, is Lagos. All right. And then the next thing is the city of birth. What city was the person born? In this person's case, it is Oshodi Solo. Now, origin information. You want to take your time to fill out everything. Okay, so give me a few minutes to fill up everything. When you're done with the filling of all your information, the last option here which says data sharing to NIMC, you want to select the first option, that you hereby declare that I wish to share my registration details with NIMC, because if you don't choose this option, it may not go through for you. Okay, so go ahead and choose that option, and once you are done, you want to click on save and continue. So once you click on save and continue, it says your information has been saved, and the next phase is where you will need to upload your passport. Okay, now you can do this with your phone. You don't need to go to any studio, and it will be a live picture. It will be a live picture. Now you scroll down and you can see the samples. It says the first sample has to be your natural face. That is your normal face. You don't need to smile. You know, you should not wear any makeup. You shouldn't wear anything at all. No glasses, no cap, your normal face. And the second sample should be your smiling face. That is, you must open your teeth. If your teeth is not properly seen, it will not be accepted. All right. So what you want to do in that case is to click on, go scroll down. You can see the first paragraph here. It says photograph of face in brackets, no smile. Okay, no smile. The second one here says photograph of face in bracket with smile. All right. So what you want to do is to upload pictures here. Want to upload pictures, it will automatically bring out your camera because it has to be a live picture. Okay, it has to be a live picture. But in this case, the person is not here present. Okay, the person is not here present, so I will not be taking this portion. All right. So what I will just do is once the person has taken the first picture, the second picture accordingly, remember it is as the picture here is, it's a white background or a milk colored background. Don't use any other color because it will not be accepted. So once you are done, you simply click on save photo and continue. Okay, save photo and continue should take you to the next phase where you would need to save your information, and it will probably tell you that your information or your record is fully updated, and then you are to save that page. Okay, you can save the page for record purpose, and once that is done, you can then move ahead to the next phase of whatever it is that you want to do. You want to transfer your polling units or any other thing you want to do. Once this stage is taken care of, it means your record is up to date, and then you can have access to do other things on your INEC account. All right. So that is all for how to review your information or how to revalidate your INEC information. So in the next video, we shall be looking at other things about transferring of polling units and the rest of them. So check around the channel, you will find other videos related to that. Thank you.